In getting footage onto the timeline, you will need to compare the script and what you hear on the audio track to the footage in order to make decisions, in order to achieve the best linkage between what is said in the script and what is shown. So I'm going to play some of this in the sequence.
A powerful tornado roared through Coal City the night of June 22nd, 2015.
And to that, I think what I will do is, first of all, expand the timeline out a little bit. And I've already chosen this shot as an illustration of the damage. So I could go ahead, in fact, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can go ahead and set an out cue on the timeline for the first shot and set an in cue here, and then set an out cue, and then you'll notice that you would want to patch the audio down to the bottom, and you've got the video patched here so that the video will go on this timeline, or rather this layer, and the audio will go onto that layer. And then you would want to hit overwrite and ignore the source out point. Ignore the sequence out point. How about that? And so the first clip is laid down.
A powerful tornado roared through Coal City the night of June 22nd, 2015.
Okay, so then you go to another shot. Play some more.
What happened without warning as sirens blared and weather radar showed the advancing storm.
Okay, so you could also choose another appropriate shot. Let's say this one. As a sort of a cutaway. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And I'm going to put an out cue there. And to this, I'm going to put an in cue. So we're doing 3-point editing. And it only went so far, but that's okay.
Sirens blared.
And if these levels are too high, you can go ahead and bring them down. Or rather, you can go ahead and mute this track and go back and adjust the levels later.
And weather radar.
So eventually, you'll need to bring that track down. So one way you can control the audio
Sirens blared.
so that the background audio or the NAT sound is minimized is you can double click on the layer, and then over here where it says show keyframes, choose track keyframes volume, and that should reduce it substantially, as you can hear.
June 22nd, 2015. It did not happen without warning as sirens blared and weather radar.
So that's something that you can do. A little bit later on, you can also maximize the audio on the audio track, that is to say the narration audio track, by normalizing the peak to 0 dB, and that will get you
2nd to 2015.
maximum loudness.
It did not happen without warning
On that particular audio track.